So students, in this class we will study the Fayol's principles of management. First of all, I will introduce briefly who was Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol was a French management theorist. He found that activities of an organization could be divided into 6 groups. These 6 groups are technical, commercial, financial, security, accounting and managerial. He was the first person who identified 4 functions of management, that is planning, organizing, directing and controlling. He has developed 14 principles of management which act as guidelines for the managers. For his contributions, he is well known as the father of journal management. So very first principle which is given by Henry Fayol is division of work. Division of work refers to dividing the work into compact means smaller, dividing the work into compact jobs and allocating these compact jobs to different individuals. That means he says that we should divide every work into small parts and each small part should be allocated to the different persons depending upon their competency, depending upon their qualification and experience. When we divide the work in such a way, it makes any task simpler, and when we do a particular task again and again, then the repetitive performance helps in gaining speed, accuracy, and we specialize in that particular job. And when we specialize in a particular job, the chances of errors, chances of mistakes reduces, and it helps in saving cost, time and efforts. So in this on the basis of this principle, we say that in all the big organizations there are separate departments for each and every function, like whether it is finance, it is production, marketing or human resources, and all these divisions, all these departments are headed by the different persons who are specialized in their particular activity. Then second one is authority and responsibility. According to this principle, there should be a proper balance between authority and responsibility. Now what is authority? Authority is the right to give orders to the subordinates, and what is responsibility? Responsibility is the duty which a subordinate is expected to perform by virtue of his position in the organization. So authority and responsibility should go hand in hand. There should be a proper balance between authority and responsibility. For example, if you have given a responsibility to a person but you haven't given the necessary authority to that person, then the person won't be able to do the work. And if you have given the authority to a person but no responsibility has been given, then there will be misuse of authority. So if you want that there should be proper working in the organization, there should be proper balance between authority and responsibility. Then third one is discipline. Discipline means obedience to rules and regulations of the organization, which is necessary for systematic working of the organization. Discipline is required at each and every level of the organization, and if you want that there should be proper discipline in the organization, there should be good supervisors at all the levels who can make that the rules and regulations regarding each and every part, and they should see that each and every rules and regulations are properly implemented. So proper discipline is required for smooth and systematic functioning of the business, and if there is no proper discipline in the organization, then the relationship between management and the employees may not be so cordial. So that means there may be chaos in the organization. Then fourth one is unity of command. Unity of command means each subordinate should receive orders and be accountable to one and only one superior. That means there should be only one superior to each subordinate. He should know that who is the reporting authority to him and to whom he is required to report and from whom he has to take the orders. It is very much essential for the smooth functioning of the organization, because if there is more than one superior to each subordinate, then it will create confusion in the minds of the subordinates, and if a subordinate has two or more more than one superior, then it will create conflicts and clashes among the superiors also. So for the proper functioning of the organization, it is very much essential that there should be proper unity of command, and it will help us to fix the responsibility. If there is no unity of command, it won't be possible to fix the responsibility, and there will be lack of discipline in the organization.